There's a concern that if she forces the issue, they have no intention of showing up. Garrett Tenney joins us right now out of Chicago. Garrett, what's the latest?
Well, Neil, one of the big lingering questions with this mandate is what kind of an impact, if any, will it have on public safety and crime? That is because starting as soon as tomorrow, any city employee who has not complied with this mandate will not be paid, and that includes the police. The head of Chicago's police union predicts that close to a third of the department will not comply with the mandate to either be vaccinated or undergo testing twice a week. If the city enforces its policy, it would take around 3,200 officers off of the streets during the deadliest year the city's seen in a quarter century.
I can tell you is if our officers hold the line, there's going to be a lot less officers on the street if they're going to send them home with no pay.
Despite those threats, Mayor Lori Lightfoot is not backing down on her mandate, which she argues is about keeping people safe.
First responders, police, fire, EMTs, they are literally in physical contact with residents every single day. Those residents have a right to expect that those officers are not going to get them sick.
At this point, city leaders have not said what they plan to do if that many officers are off of the streets as a result of this mandate, but there are several lawsuits that are pending right now, filed by both the mayor's office as well as the union, and a judge is expected to hear those arguments a week from today, Neil.
Garrett Tenney, thank you very much. Ted Williams on all this, the former D.C. homicide detective. But this is a riddle wrapped in a conundrum, Ted. How do you handle that? They don't want the vaccine thing to be forced on them. They quit or essentially, shut out without pay if they don't.
Neil, this is a no-brainer. You are police officers. You are public servants. You're public servants that come in contact with citizens on a daily basis. Get the damn vaccine. Get the mandate. Get it over with. You've got a union president encouraging his officers not to comply with the mayor's mandate to get this vaccine. The last union president died, allegedly, of COVID. Just this morning, and my condolences go out, Colin Powell, a wonderful man, has died of COVID. This is a serious thing. These officers do not have the right to dictate to the city the manner in which they are going to work. They can bargain with it as unions do all the time. But get the vaccine, get the needle in your arm. You're protecting not only yourself, you're protecting the citizens, and you're protecting your family that you have to go home to every night. This is just so dumb and stupid.
All right, let me know next time, Ted, where you're coming from, because I wasn't quite sure. But I am curious if they don't, and she's going to force the issue, and a good many of them leave. I think it's up to almost half. The force might not show up or have to wait a long time before they even can. Chicago's in danger.
Well, quite naturally, the city would be in danger. It's difficult to believe that law enforcement officers would just desert the city under these circumstances. But if they do, I think the governor has to step in, bring in the National Guard, bring in state police officers to protect the citizens. I got to tell you, citizens looking at this are asking, why are you being so childish, police officers? You're here to serve and protect us. If you don't want to protect us, you don't want to serve, then go find another job.
Now, other public workers, to your point, Ted, other public workers have been notified that, they got to get the vaccine, yet we didn't see anything like this pretty heavy response as we have among police officers to reject that. What do you make of what's going on? Is it just bitterness with the mayor that goes beyond this, that she hasn't had their back and, with all the violence and everything else?
Now, it's something that's going on not only in Chicago, but all over this country. In Miami, there are police officers who are saying we don't want to be vaccinated. There are in Portland, Oregon, right now in Seattle, Washington. There are all these various movements. But what is one thing that is just necessary and is knowledgeable is that police officers do not dictate to a city. And these police officers should know that safety is first. Get the vaccine, you idiots. That's all you got to do. do.
All right. So Ted, I'm glad you're coming out.